Alright, this one from 6.2, this is the second worksheet from 6.2. Sketch the graph of each line. So these are not written in y-intercept form, but they are written in standard form. So standard form. Standard form is ax plus by is equal to c. Now how you graph these is you're going to let x equal 0, then solve for y, okay, and then, so I'll put up here, let x equal 0, solve for y, make sure you can see that, solve, and then you're going to let y equal 0, and then solve for x. So if you do these things, you're going to get 2 points on your graph, then you just have to draw your graph. Okay. So starting with number 1, I'll let x equal 0. So 5 times 0 is 0. That's easy. So then you get, all you have is positive 6y equal negative 12. Now just divide by 6. And that gives you negative 2, which equals y. Well, that seems pretty simple. So that's my first point. X is 0 and y is negative 2. So my first point is down here at negative 2. So the next time I do this, 5x plus 6y is equal to negative 12. I'm going to let this part be 0. Again, positive 6 times 0 is 0. So that's why I'm circling it, to let you know that becomes like a 0. So now all you have to do is divide both sides by 5. You get x equals about, you see 5 goes into 12 twice with 2 left over. So x is going to be negative 2 and 2/5. So when y is 0, so I'm not going to go up and down anywhere because y is 0, but I'm going to back up to 2 and then just a little bit more. So my second point would be right about here. Okay. Now all you have to do is just draw your line. There you go, all done. So we're going to do 3, 5, and 7 as well, so you get the hang of it and go back and do the even numbers. Alright, so here we go again. Let the x part of it be 0. 3y equal 3. Now this becomes easy. Just divide both sides by 3. You get 1, which is your y value. So when x is 0, y is 1. So there's my one of my points. And I'm just going to draw a line, rewrite the equation. 4x plus 3y is equal to 3. This time I'm going to let the 3y be 0. Again, because when y is 0, 3 times 0 is 0. So now, just divide both sides by 4, and that's what x is. So x equals 3/4. So when y is 0, so don't go up and down, x is 3/4. So not quite the 1, so just draw your line a little shy of 1, and those dots are almost real close to each other, and then draw your line. Again, try and draw your line all the way through the graph. Question number 5. Negative 5x plus 2y equals 6. So starting out with x being 0. So that's gone because negative 5 times 0 is 0. Hence the big 0. Now divide both sides by 2. And 6 over 2 is 3. And that will equal my y value. Okay. So when x is 0, y is 3. So go 1, 2, up to 3. Put your dot there. So that takes care of the first point. Rewrite the equation. Okay, this time I let the y part be 0. Then I divide both sides by negative 5. Make sure you divide by negative 5. So this is going to be the x part. So if 5, it's negative, 5 goes into 6 once with 1 left over. Alright, so now y is 0. And x is negative 1 and then a little bit more. So there's my ending dot right there. Draw your line through the graph. Do as best sketch as you can. If you want to be a little more accurate, you can always use a ruler. Otherwise, these graphs are pretty small. I should be able to do them by hand. In the last question we'll do together, let the x part be 0. Divide both sides by 3. and negative 6 over 3 is negative 2. Again, that equals the y part. X is 0, y this time is negative 2. Put a dot. Just draw a line across, rewrite the equation down. And now we let the y part be 0. Divide both sides by negative 4. Be careful here, a negative over negative is positive. And if I reduce 6 over 4, I get 3 over 2. Again, that equals the x value. And let's see, 2 goes into 3 once with 1 left over. So my x is 1.5. So y is 0, x is 1 and a little bit more, somewhere between 1 and 2. Put your dot down and draw your line across. So if you notice, these 4 that we just did, I have dots only on the x and y axes. In every single case, that's what you'll get. Dots on the x axis and on the y axis. All the way through. This on the x axis, y axis. So when you graph these, that's a way to double check your work. Make sure your 2 points are on the x and y axis only. You shouldn't have any other points anywhere else. Okay, go back through now. Do 2, 4, 6, 8 on your own and double check your answers with the answer sheet. And good luck to you.